Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I'm trying different formats here in the when I'm recording, so I'm gonna just hope for the best that everything's gonna just work together because it's been a little bit weird here lately. This is your monthly read for April of 2024. Before we really get into it, I just want to thank you for your likes of the video. If you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for your subscribes. It really has started to really help their channel move in the right direction, which therefore helps me a lot. And thank you for your donations. I see them a little bit everywhere. So thank you so much, guys. I also want to say, if you're interested in a personal reading, just like this, but just with your own questions and have a personal reading, I right now for the month of April, it started out as an Easter offer, but I extended it to an April offer. With 25% off. So if you're interested in that, read about it in the description. You don't find anything about the percentage there, because if you find it in May, I don't want anyone to read about it, sort of. So if you hear this, if you listen to this, is when you will understand that there's a percentage there. So read about it and send me a message if it sounds interesting. Scorpio, what is going on with you? We're going to start with an overall energy here and then really get into it. I am in my coziest clothing ever because it's like half a storm out to get. I wish you could see what I'm seeing here because it's like unbelievable that that much snow has come again here in Sweden. What do we have for Scorpio, please, for this changing month of April? Mercury going retrograde, a big solar eclipse on the 8th of April with the new moon. We have a lot of things happening, and you probably feel it. What do we have for Scorpio, please, for the month of April? And at the very end, we're going to have the fairies come in and give you some messages. Okay. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. I love this for you. Every other sign, Scorpio, has been a little bit doom and gloom. Not that that's anything wrong with that. It just seems like you're a little bit ahead of everyone else. You're not so doom and gloomy. You might just do your own thing as you usually do, Scorpio. Like, huh? What's going on in the rest of the world? Not that you're not engaged or anything like that. It's just you so much go your own way, and it seems to be no different here now. Though this might sound a little bit out there, but who cares at this point? You might have a lot of different realities to choose from right now. I just see all these bubbles as for each bubble there's a new opportunity to create that type of reality, and the other bubble is creating yet another reality. And it's like you just really have the opportunity right now to choose whatever reality you want to step into. Is just go for it, underneath, very quietly and very small. Go for it. Okay, going deeper into this message. What do we have for Scorpio, please? You have the ability. I mean, every single person on this planet has the ability to choose their own reality, right? That's what we're here for, to just choose whatever we want to live. It's almost like you're that one's already ready. That's already done. Now what do I choose? What do I want to step into? And very much on purpose. Okay, going deeper in this storyline, what do we have for Scorpio, please, for the month of April? I didn't see what that was. Power, number 8. And 7, patience and planning. So it's a clear process going on. Patience and planning and power. So the power is it's interesting because both of these images are sort of similar, because it's one side, although this human here looks really powerful to me as well, It's almost like there's really no difference. But for the sake of it, it looks like this is the man and this is the lion, like stepping into that lion energy to just feel that power. And on the other side, it's like a sketch. It's like what we think we can be and stepping into the real manifestation of it. It can also be like where you're at right now, whatever's been manifested already, what already has form, and now looking into going into different sketches, going into different blueprints. It changes with the season, and like to just really try to go with the flow. But there's a choice here to choose whatever reality you want to step into, and it brings with it a lot of strength and power. I've had lately a lot of conversation with people about like reclaiming their power, taking back their, like putting down boundaries, being very clear about what they want and what they don't want, and voicing that to other people. Even like in work related situations, like really voicing your opinion, taking excuse me, taking the power back. I'm sorry. Excuse-moi, just needed to cough there a little bit. Taking your power back seems to be a collective thing. And it's almost like, it's like, it's also, if it has been unevenly proportioned, let's just say it that way, if it has been unevenly proportioned, that we feel where the power lies, and now that the power sort of is being given back to the people, it's a change in structures is what I'm getting, but it's also a change in your own individual lives, and I just see it a lot everywhere right now. But this is a process, Scorpio. So whatever's going on in your life, if you're in a relationship and you just feel like you're not being heard, you're not being understood, and you are a little bit afraid to voice what you really need, or if you're in a job-related situation, maybe you have a boss that just doesn't really pay too much attention to you, or like there's something that you feel you want to do there or to express yourself in a certain way and you just don't do it. From that place of like, okay, I'm done with this, like I'm gonna start to voice whatever it is that I'm feeling. That it might not happen like overnight, but there's gonna be like new opportunity for you to just voice what you need to get yourself into that powerful place. Be kind to yourself in that process, because it is a process. If you've been quiet for the longest time and maybe you had really strong opinions, but not really speaking them out loud, then all of a sudden hearing your voice in different scenarios or situations, it takes a minute, Okay, what else in this situation for Scorpio, please? So, choosing realities right now, choosing different timelines, that there's a place for you to start to reclaiming your power and step into that. There's a lot of things that it's like you're dreaming about it, there's a blueprint, there's something that you're choosing that has not come to fruition yet, or just seeing it as like, okay, so whatever you're living right now, that's about to shift. Patience and planning. Going deeper still for Scorpio, please, for the month of April. Darkest fears. So we have 7, 8, 9 on the table. Process. And then another 7. Choose your battles. Okay. A lot of things I feel is just your mind. And when is it not your mind, but like darkest fears and choose your battles. So with the 9 there, I just feel that's what I mean with when is it not your mind that plays tricks on us, but like you might have this scenario playing out in your mind, like this is not going to work out, or at least you're worried about it not working out, or like there's a nervousness, or there's an idea in your head that something won't pan out the way you thought it would. And then you're coming into that situation and it looks like, what was I worried for? Like, this turned out even better than I could have imagined. Or there's someone, you're getting a text message or something like that, and immediately, like, you see a person's name, or you see like the top sentence from that message, whatever, and it, like, the first thing you think is like, oh, that's the end of the world. And then you go on to read the full message, and it turns out there's nothing really in it. It's just your mind is going to that very catastrophic place to begin with. It's a little bit of a negative. Do you know what it is? Do you know what I feel? It's like a... It's like a fear of speaking your mind. It's a fear that if you speak your... Like, you are on your path to take your power back. You're on your path to really choose your reality right now. It's almost like it's an open-ended situation. Like, this is like... It's not like you don't have the right or the power to choose your reality in the future. There's just something going on in your life right now, Scorpio, that is like turning the course of your life. And I just feel like there's this fear or a worry or a nervousness here that the plan or the movement in that direction, there's a little bit of a fear that it might be like someone's going to mess it up, or you can't speak this or voice this to just anyone because they're just not going to understand, or they're going to try to stop you, or they're going to mess things up. And you have choose your battles. And I think choosing your battles, it's not even with someone else. I think this might have happened in your past. Someone is really not understanding you quite, like, actually. They just don't understand what you're about and what you like are trying to do in this world. And it's just like a feeling of you just want to keep it to yourself so that no one messes this up. And the choosing of your battles, it might be that you just feel like, yeah, well, I'm going to wait to share that with someone. I'm really going to be like all set before I share it. It's almost like, so I'm getting like someone before have invested their entire life in this new business, and you want to start it up, and you talk left and right about it, like your ideas about it and what you're going to do. And everybody's like silently like, really? Like, it's not going to work. And then it falls apart, and it's like everyone else sort of were a little bit like, I told you so. Or there could be a feeling of like you had so many like high hopes for this job or for this relationship. You went full force right into that relationship, and 6 months down the line or 3 months down the line, it's like, well, weren't this the one? We told you to slow down. And now it's like you're in the similar position that everything is I'm just getting this vast, like everything is so open for you right now to choose your life, that like how it mainly is going to look moving forward. And there's a feeling here like you don't want to share your deepest thoughts or your deepest feelings with people and how you think, like how you view things right now, because you don't, like, why would you? Why would you share that with people that just like doesn't get you, or, you know? So the battles, I think, is like you're really thinking hard right now about what you want to share with other people and whatnot. And, you know, these might just be beautiful things. Things are really like really happening for you. It's just that some of you guys might actually just be pregnant. That's obviously not going to be every single Scorpio. And if you're a man, probably not. But this might be a situation where you just want to, you might have miscarried before. Like you really shared with the world. You were like 9 weeks in, and you shared like 8 or 9 weeks in, you shared it with the world. and then you had a miscarriage, and now it's like, nope, I just want to be sure about, I just want to keep it to myself. I don't want to share this with anyone until you sort of are more on the safe side. I also saw this clip the other day about this guy. I think he won like, how much was it? Like 80, not 80, $8 million or something. I think it was $8 million. And he had told his wife and one more person, I can't remember now who that person was. He had not even told his like teenage sons, his teenage children, and no one else, because he really wanted to, like, he had really looked into it. Like he didn't want to be that 1 in 5 that actually came down like being bankrupt a couple of years in because he didn't know how to handle those money. And he called in to get advice on it, and he just wanted to just keep it to himself and to those, like, that very small group of people. And I mean, that's a beautiful thing that you want to keep for yourself. It's not like whatever you're wanting to keep for yourself is not a bad thing. You might have won the lottery and you don't want to share it with anyone just yet, or even if ever. If you're pregnant, you sort of at some point have to, probably. If this is a situation where you don't really trust in the people like lifting you up and supporting you, I wouldn't share it with people. I would also go like to really do my thing and then share it. But it's like it's a mind game right now. It plays tricks with your fears and your worry, and I get nervousness. Is this gonna fall through just yet again? Are they gonna get right? So there's a little bit of, I don't want to share it in case it falls apart. It's a journey though. We have 7-7, so it's like a beautiful backing up. You have the angels with you. You have support with you. You're on the right track. And you're really choosing right now. So like, be so kind to yourself. No, you want actually a couple more cards before we get into the fairies. So, okay, what is it that you want to tell Scorpio, please? Scorpio for April. And I am going to do a reading about the solar eclipse if you want to check that out. Probably have time to upload that tomorrow, which means on the 3rd of April. 8 and 9. I was gonna say, if that's a 9, I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna freak out. But we have 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9 on the table. Talk about mirror numbers right now. So no, they're just sort of highlighting, saying the same thing twice. That's why we have 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest is 8 of Raphael. There's someone or something calling you to the other side, not the other side, but like, you know that there's something's up. You're choosing something new for yourself. And even though you've done this before, there might be like a little bit of hesitation, a worry. Is this really going to work? It is really going to work. And then we have 9 of Michael, which is the unfounded worry. It's like you're getting a little bit stuck up in your head. What if this falls apart? What if it doesn't work out? What if? If you're going to play that game like that, bringing those darkest fears and have that battle in your mind, you might as well play it up and like play with it in the best way. What if it works out? What if this is the best choice you've ever made? What if this time you actually get what you want? Play the what if in the positive manner and just expect great things. And again, I don't remember, if you heard me say this before, I don't remember who said it, but the worst case scenario, if this falls apart, the worst thing that has happened along the way is that you were happy all the way there. You know, people say, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get too happy. What if it falls apart? Then I'm going to be like so disappointed. Well, you might as well just be happy going into it and just play it out as this is going to work. This is going to turn out exactly as I planned it. And oh my goodness, you know, and the worst case scenario is that you are at least happy on your way to disappointment. Because you're going to get disappointed anyway if it doesn't fall in your lap the way that you thought it. So worry and nervous and get disappointed, or happy and excited and get disappointed. If we're thinking it's going to be a disappointment, I choose happy all the way. And happy actually leads you to the positive outcome. Worry is your inner being trying to tell you you're on the wrong path right now. Because you're worried about something that your spirit doesn't view the same way. So the fact that you feel good is something good is about to take place here. So this is unfounded worry. It's telling you you don't have to worry about this. Whatever you're planning, whatever you're thinking about, it is going to work out. And 8, we sort of have 8 3 times because we have the Lion card and the Power card there, which is an 8 in itself. It's a power number. And then 8 8. It says endless opportunities. And that was the card that we started with. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. It's going to work out. And it might even be that you're being brought into these different situations or scenarios right now, being called there so that you can work the kinks out of your fears. That those no longer serves any purpose whatsoever for them to stay around. Okay. Now we're going to end with the fairies and see what they have. Ooh. Kindness. Kindness was already flipped there. I don't know when that happened. So kindness wants to show its face. This is vänlighet in Swedish. And we have a bunch of mini rabbits. So if you want to, those could be little mini babies coming in. But other than that, it's just something speedy. Something is going to move really quickly. I don't think I've ever had this card in this deck. I mean, I'm going through them when I got the deck, but ever since then, I don't think I've ever had this up. It looks fiery and like base chakra. So it says peace and quiet. Lugn och ro. Lugn och ro. Peace and quiet. Or like peace of mind. And there's this fairy like sitting just being really content and really happy. And it looks like it looks actually more red when I see it here than it does on camera, but it looks really, really red. Red and fiery, and at the same time, like, it's like base chakra. It's quiet, but it's so powerful. And I'm drawn to like, it almost looks like the pyramids in the back there, like Egypt or the desert or red sand. The red in the ocean. There's a quiet and profound and powerful shift here going on, and you're really happy about it. And it might just bring that peace and quiet that you've been wanting for quite some time, Scorpio. Okay. That's what I have for you. Powerful, powerful stuff. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.